Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Have you met Hitch before?
No, I haven't. No.
You brought it up the other day. There's been a lot of really great goalies in Buffalo Sabres history. To now officially have it, what does it mean to you, and has it even set in yet?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's great. It's awesome to be a part of the history, but when you're stacked up against guys like Ryan Miller and obviously Hasek, and those are the guys that I idolized growing up. So I'm certainly not going to put myself anywhere near the conversation with those guys. So for me, I'm happy for the team, and right now my goal coming into this season was to help win games, like I've always said to you guys, and try to fight for that ultimate goal, and that's what's most important to me. So the process is really, we're just in the middle of it.
Alex, what was between the second and the third period? The second, maybe you guys were a little looser. Third period, you guys locked it down. What was the difference?
Yeah. I guess it's been the story of the last 3 or 4 games here. Just reset and kind of weather that storm. But this time of year, you're going to get a lot of push and pull in the game, and sometimes they're going to push, and especially when you go up get a lead early, I think that also makes a difference. They're a big, heavy, skilled team, and so when they want to throw their weight around, they certainly can, and they played a great game tonight. But credit to the guys. I mean, I don't think we gave up any odd man rushes tonight, and we were pretty locked in terms of all of those things. So it was a good night for the group.
How big does the puck look to you right now?
I mean, I'm just trying to prepare the same way. I always think about it as the recipe. If you got the recipe leading up to the game, you gotta just cradle that, and not mess around with that. But I think at the same time, it's also important you can't be fearful of losing that game. And I think that's one thing I've gotten better at over my career is when you have the ups. Like I've always said to you guys, you gotta worry about the downs, but at the same time, you can't be scared of failing. And so I'm trying to take that mentality right now, and I think as a group, we're honestly not even thinking about the winning too much, and I think that's been a big credit to the guys.
When Perry knocked you down, was there any question in your mind that was going to be goaltender interference?
I knew. I mean, I think I had the same thought process as everybody else. It was clearly goalie interference in the moment, but was there enough time that had elapsed after? I did feel like it, impacted my ability to make that next save. But yeah, I am neighbors with Josh Stone, yeah. But yeah, again, like I said last time, you just never know, and the goalie interference it's really a fine line, and so, yeah, just appreciate that call.
You came from the outside here into this team and this organization this year. Was this team scared of failing in the first couple months of the season, and that's one of the reasons you've shaken that away, and that's a big factor in this stretch? You believe now?
I think the mentality, for sure. And I think we had a lot of this is my 5th organization, so I've seen a lot of Detroit was in a really similar spot the last 2 years, and sometimes, like that Florida season, I was with Florida backing up and we went to the Cup, and that wasn't always the easiest regular season that year for the Panthers after they had won a President's Cup the year before, and then all of a sudden things kind of clicked together. So maybe we're experiencing that a little bit right now, but again, that being said, the second you get too far ahead of yourself, it absolutely will come back to bite you. So I'm just always, again, fearful of that.
When you think back to July, what role did you maybe envision for yourself when you signed here? When you think back 7 months?
Yeah, I mean, I've tried to carve out just being a very valuable and useful asset, and that's the way that I think about my career. And obviously, had embraced the competition from the start, and that's kind of been my ability to stay in the league is embracing those situations. And but just so impressed with the group of guys since I've signed here. You just never know kind of where things are at, and it's been a really fun group for me to be a part of, and I just feel really appreciative to be able to be around these guys.
I know you mentioned you don't want to get too far ahead. That can be pretty dangerous. Alex Tuck just said you guys aren't just trying to squeak in, you're trying to show that you're a legit Stanley Cup contender. I mean, what can you say about the confidence in this room right now? Like, we haven't heard, I don't think we've heard a player say that in years about this team.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think the goalie position probably lends itself a little bit more to game at a time. You know, I don't want to get too far ahead. It's great to hear, you know, that confidence, and obviously, you know, UPL going down puts a little bit of a wrinkle in my preparation here for these next 4 games. So for me right now, I'm just thinking about just playing a game at a time, and you just never know what point is going to matter. And so I think about that all the time. You never know when you're going to, you know, squeak out an overtime point or something like that. So you just never know what save is going to matter for that playoff chase, and so that's kind of where I'm at.
Do you know yet if you're going to be alternating like you have been, or if you're going to be in net for a bit, or do you even know yet?
No, I have no idea. You know, this year has been a good training lesson in just staying ready, and so you don't have to get ready if you stay ready, I guess.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,